Hello everyone, we are at EMO show in 2025 in Hannover. We are in the startup area. There's about 35 startups in this area. Production Machines is very happy to be part of this startup area in EMO show. And yesterday I met with a very innovative company called Innoclamp, and the founder of the company is Roman Kalocsay. He showed me the technology yesterday. I wanted to share this technology with Okay. I wanted to share this technology with you. Maybe let's start with the personal introductions. Roman, can you briefly explain your background to the audience, please?
So, I've been a scientist at Fraunhofer-Institut in Aachen for a very long time, and I did do research in production engineering, and I concentrated on clamping elements actually. So in damping and clamping was my PhD topic, but we did find out from the AWTH Aachen to make this small startup company, and we are quite successful already. And our mission is to bring back production in Europe, to make it possible to produce in high-wage countries, but fully automated. So what do you need? So in the other areas, we see a lot of robots, a lot of cobots putting in parts into CNC machines, and they will be machined. However, the problem is that to have a robot putting in parts, you also always need a fully automated clamping device. And a fully automated clamping device is something which is closing in the machine, clamps the part so that you can make the CNC milling, and then open it back to the ready part and put the new one in. Usually, you only have this in high volume parts, for example, aero car industry or something like that. However, we want to make this super cheap and super easy for use for everybody, so everybody can set his own automatic clamping element. So what we do is we modularize everything. So we have these modularized clamping elements which are connected to some locators onto a frame. This enables the user to simplify the design of clamping elements. So every CNC user can make its own clamps or only fully automated clamps by just designing where the clamps should be. And that is the real enabler for him to make its own clamps completely without any help from any others.
Just maybe you are sharing a lot of important information, but I think we need to digest that information, maybe to make it easier to understand, at least from my side. I'm thinking about my geometry classes. So you need to have 3 points to define a plane. So do you need minimum 3 clamps? Like how does it work in operation?
There's a lot of possibilities how you can design a fixture. So usually, sometimes I just only have 1, but 3 points where the workpiece is resting. Sometimes I have 3. It's depending. The problem in new production is you have more and more rapid prototyping, more and more 3D printing, and the parts get longer and more complex with time. But usually you need to have rework processes with these complex parts, and you need to mill something. So you need more and more fixtures. Fixture costs increase. So what we do is we decrease fixture costs once again by modularizing the clamps, so the clamps can be disconnected, and the customer can put the parts, the empty frame into this shelf, and just take it out and put all the energy inside, all the clamps inside, so he can really simplify his manufacturing process.
Okay, so what I understand is modular and more cost effective, I think you said?
Much more cost effective because the clamp is super simple, it's just a frame. He just needs to make these connectors on site so that he just puts the clamp to the place where he wants. And there he goes. He has this automated clamping element within minutes. And he can reuse all the clamps for the next part, for the next job. And of course, he needs hydraulic supply, like 200 bars. But if he doesn't, we developed a very, very thin frame in between the 0-point clamps for pellet changing, where a hydraulic aggregate is in. So we just use air for driving the system, and we make with the air driving a small hydraulic pump, which produces 200 bars of hydraulic pressure, so that we can therefore clamp the part automatically.
Yeah, great. And if they want to have this solution, these are off the shelf, as I understand. And then, do you also provide service on applying, or is it more about?
Yes, of course we do. We do design also clamping fixtures and everything.
Yeah.
But the idea is to really enable the CNC CAM programmer to make his own fixture, so that he lowers costs, that he has the full control of his production.
It's basically a self-service solution, right? They do it themselves with the modular solution, and they don't they don't need hydraulic pressure. It's only the pressurized air.
On air, exactly. So if he has the full control of the process, he can really speed up production. He has cost and this lowers the time to market for his production, because he can make the CNC program while the part is 3D printed, and then he can also design the clamp and prepare it with some modular system, and then when the part is ready printed, he has already the automated clamp, so that the robot can put in the part, clamp it, and machine it.
Yeah, great.
So this really lowers the cost for all fixtures, and it enables the CNC programmer to make his own fixtures without anything, but without any need of technology knowledge about hydraulics.
It sounds really good. One of the reasons I like this technology is because basically with this intelligent fixturing solutions or modular fixturing solutions, we can make even the flexible parts more rigid, so there will be less vibration problems due to the workpiece, I believe.
Yes.
And that will minimize the chatter vibrations risks that we see a lot in the sector from my point of view. That's one of the reasons why I like this technology.
Yeah, we have like hydraulic elements which mold to the workpiece and then stiffen up and support the workpiece where it is, so it gets rigid when the hydraulic rises. So we have very easy, a lot of support elements. We can use as much as we like, because, well, it's easy to connect them and just use them.
Yeah. As I mentioned yesterday, I first heard about you from our colleague Gregor Kampmeier from Rolls-Royce. He said, Adam, you should go and see what the Innoclamp is doing, and I'm glad that he mentioned your company to me, and I really like this. Maybe we can think about a collaborative project between Productive Machines and your company.
Yeah, why not? Okay. I'm very open to any collaboration. My vision is to simplify clamping and simplify modularized production, so that we can bring back production to Europe, that we can produce here on a simplified way, that we can use all the advantages robots provide, and enables all our production in Europe to be flexible, but to be low cost, because it solves all the problems. You have not the workers who are educated, because clamping is now easy. One operator can now operate like 10 machines, because he doesn't need to care about clamping, it's automated. And
automation is really important. I didn't touch to it, but automation is really important. Yes.
And we have got a lot of other things. The production is cheaper, the elements are cheaper, and there's no need to travel all the goods all over the ocean when we can produce them locally. When we are flexible in production, then we have our production back in Europe, and that's our mission, and we solve this with clamping technology.
Interesting thing, we also had 2 reshoring successes. So we are able to bring production back to UK for some UK manufacturers. I'm happy to hear that you are also working on that.
Yes.
So we can combine the forces and then do a bigger impact in the manufacturing together, I think. It was very nice to meet you. Thank you for your time.
And thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you.